Knockout legends in the building. Like, comment, and subscribe. So today I'm going to talk about the one and only, the infamous, the Ronin that is for hire, Derek War Chisora. Now, Derek Chisora has a record of 34-13 with 23 knockouts. And four of the losses by knockout as well. Now he's 39, from Finchley, London, and he's had a colourful career. He's fought some of the best in the heavyweight division. Total, he's had 47 fights, and he has had some good notable wins. Now, by all reports, for the 23rd of December, we've had reports that he may be the opponent for Francis Ngganou if the Tyson Fury, which, well, we know it's not going to take place. The undisputed fight's not going to take place. But I just want to say, with the Saudis making Derek their ambassador, it's a pretty smart move, because they've also coupled it in with the fact that if they need someone to save a show or to put on a spectacle, Derek can step in. And he is a Ronin for hire, because he's shown no matter what, as long as you pay him what he thinks is reasonable, he will fight. Now, Derek did have a good career until he faced Tyson Fury in 2011 on the 23rd of July. Where they were both 14-0, but he lost by unanimous decision. Then he bounced back with a win by another guy, I can't even pronounce the guy's name, but I'll try. Remigijus Zayusisis. I think I might have got that right, and he won. And that was a 6-rounder. Then he went into a 12-rounder against Robert Helenius, and he lost by split decision. Then he went on for WBC world heavyweight title. So at that point, he become a world champion, a world title challenger contender at that point. Now, he lost twice, and I think at that point he won 15 times, and he got a world heavyweight title bout, and didn't do himself wrong. He lost by unanimous decision to Vitaly Klitschko, who at the time was 43-2. And obviously he went the full distance. Then he went on to fight David Haye, the infamous fight with David Haye, where there was bad blood, and David Haye at the time was 25-2. Then he went on for 5 wins. Then he had the return bout with Tyson Fury, who was 22-0 at that time, and then obviously he lost because he retired in the 10th round. Then he went on to have 5 more wins, and he lost. Then he went on to a bout with Kubrat Pulev for the European heavyweight title, and he lost by split decision. Then he had another win. Then he went on to one of the probably best British bouts we had in a while, which was a split decision against 19-1 Dillian Whyte, and that went 12 rounds. Now, arguably, people say that he won that fight because it was a close fight and he beat Dillian Whyte. And people say White went life and death with him. I had White winning that fight, but I understand. Then he went on to win against Robert Flipovic, and then he lost to Ajit Kabayel, who was 16-0 at the time. Then he went on for 2 more wins, and one of the notable wins was against Carlos Takam, who he knocked out. And then he went on to have the rematch bout with Dillian Whyte, and he got KO'd in the 11th round. Then he went on to 3 more wins. So he beat Sened Gashi. Then he beat Artur Spilko, which was a good knockout in 2nd round. Then he beat David Price as well, who at one time was touted to be very, very good, and just obviously couldn't translate from amateur into the professional ranks. And then when he came up against certain people, and then he had the return bout with that person, he couldn't basically get his confidence back. But anyway, then he went on to fight Usyk, which he lost by unanimous decision. It was a 12 round. But people arguably say he was competitive in that fight and he roughed Usyk up. Then he went on to fight against Josie Parker. He lost by a split decision. Again, he roughed Parker up. But then obviously he had the return bout when he lost by unanimous decision. He fought Kubrat Pulev again and actually beat him this time and won by split decision. And at that point, Kubrat Pulev was 29-2. Then he went on again to have a third fight with Tyson Fury and then lost by technical knockout in the 10th round. Then recently had the bout with 20-5 Gerald Washington, and he won by unanimous decision, which went 10 rounds. And that was on the 12th of August. So the reason I'm bringing all this up is Chisora has fought quite a lot of decent opponents and he's had some decent wins. Now, he'll never be world level. He just missed that just by a little bit. So people call him a gatekeeper. But it's a bit harsh that calling him a gatekeeper. I think it's just the fact that he's got the mentality now that I've lost, so there's nothing really more to actually lose. So why not fight? Get myself up there, get myself active and fight the best people I can fight. If I win, I win. If I lose, I lose. Which is the mentality to have because styles make fights. And obviously some of the people that he's fought, he's managed to avenge. Some of them he's not. Some of them he's ran close and causing problems. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because a lot of heavyweight boxers don't want to fight. But Chisora has no problem fighting because he will call people out and he will fight. Now, people go, oh, he's got brain damage, this, is that. Well, he may do, he may not, but it's entirely up to him, it's his career. But if what they're saying is true about the Ngganou fight, I wouldn't mind seeing it because it's a good test to see actually where the level of Ngganou actually is. And then we can actually answer some questions about whether Fury may have been what people are speculating, where he's playing possum, or he didn't train properly for the fight, he didn't take it serious. Whatever excuse Tyson Fury fans want to use for whatever the reason why Fury looked so bad against Ngganou and he arguably lost the bout based off public opinion. So, two ways this fight can go if he fights Ngganou. Obviously, he's going to be piling on relentless pressure and he's going to be fighting Ngganou up close and throwing bombs. Now, we know Ngganou can take a shot, but can he deal with that pressure relentlessly? Just relentless pressure. And will Ngganou be able to do what he did against Fury to Chisora? Them questions will be answered if the bout goes ahead. Now, I wouldn't mind seeing it. I think it's a good competitive match. It's good to see where Ngganou would be if he actually fights Chisora. It's a good test. And obviously Chisora is coming probably to the end of his career, but this guy's had more lives than a cat. I don't know how many times he can come back and have a renaissance. It's just, in the sport of boxing, it's incredible. And yeah, he's had 13 losses, but the losses don't really tell the tale of the tape of his career, because 3 of them against Fury, 2 of them against Parker, 1's against Usyk, 2 against Dillian White. Already we have there, well, let me just count, 2, 3, so that's 5, 6. We've got 7 losses, and that's against top 10 contenders. And then you've got even Kubrat Pulev, so that's 8 against top 10 contenders. So out of that 13, 8 of them. So there's arguably 5 that maybe he should have done a lot better with. And then there's even Helenius as well, and Klitschko, who probably at that point were in the top 10 then, at that point, possibly. So that's 10. And then you got David Haye, and I think David Haye would make 11. So out of them 11 bouts there, you get the sense that maybe he should have beat Cabiel and he should have beat Helenius at the very least. But anyway, he didn't. So, like I said, styles make fight. And obviously, on your night, if you up for form and you know how to fight that fighter, you'll beat them. But like I said, a lot of his losses don't actually tell the truth to how actually decent Chisora was. It's just that maybe he didn't train hard enough, maybe he didn't fight longer rounds, maybe he wasn't active enough. But in the period after, I'd say, the first Dillian Whyte fight, he's been consistent. So he's fought quite a lot of opponents from then. He's just been active to the point where I think at one point he fought in I think from 2016 he fought 4 times that year. Then if you go along again, he fought twice in 2017, 3 times in 2018, 3 times in 2019, once in 2020. And then obviously as he's getting older, he's slowing down. So it's twice in 2021, twice in 2022, and just once in 2023. So he's still looking for another fight. So he's slowing down because obviously he's getting older. But like a lot of people don't want to fight him because he's a banana skin. It's potential, because if you lose, it kind of sets you back. But it's a good test. It's a good test for Ngganou. Now, it's another payday for Derek, obviously. You know what I mean? But it's also a good test to see where Ngganou is. So anyway, what do you think of that fight? And do you give Chisora his props for taking this fight if he takes it, or if Ngganou wants to take it? So leave your thoughts in the comment section. Like, comment and subscribe. And this is another one from Knockout Legends. Peace.